Hello,
How's that?
everybody. That was
Hello.
hello. Da, 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 da. We are Gen
L
E. E, that's an
E.
E.
Okay. Jenny.
Jenny, we're Jenny. That's a cool name. Just Jenny for
Yeah.
who's that? That's
I've
us. We're
I've
Jenny.
I've spent a lot of time with Jennies in my life.
Jenny's are all right. Jenny's are okay. Yeah,
Can I tell you about one particular Jenny? It's a quick anecdote, or should we just move
sure.
on?
No,
Okay.
go for it. Yeah.
So I was explaining to somebody I was dating named Jenny. This is many years ago,
Mm-hmm.
decades perhaps, and talking about she was a singer, and so I talked about how my friend was a castrato. And a castrato is a man who can sing at very high
Hi.
notes. And I was just admiring how dedicated he was for being able to sing that high, because part of the dedication is that you need to be castrated. And
Hence the
so
name.
thus the name
Yeah.
castrato. This is a real thing.
Yes. It's real.
Uh, it's real. Um, and she was just aghast that this could be allowed, and she appreciated the artistic side and everything, but like how could his parents let that happen? And she was getting ready to like call the police and stuff before
What?
I told her it was a joke. Like, I don't think there's been castratos for at least 200,
Yeah.
300
30 years or so.
years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but but
Yeah.
but I was like, at that point I was like, oh, this deadpan that I do is maybe a little bit too good, and I should just stop doing that to the general population and save that for improv.
Oh my God, that's so funny. So yeah, I knew it was a thing years and years ago. So it's an oldie worldy thing, but that's so funny. So she was like getting full head up and everything about it. She's gonna call the cops. And so did you just like have to like tell her before she got on the phone? Like how what or did you let her get on the phone? Like, there's this guy, he's got
Well, this is before
what?
TikTok. If it was the TikTok era, I would have followed her with my camera until she like burnt down the house of the parents and everything, and
Yeah,
hear the
yeah.
little snicker, and she turns around and says, what are you laughing at?" I say nothing, and I keep doing it, and then I tell her at the end, and then it goes wah wah wah, which I think is how every TikTok video ends. I don't
Mm,
I don't get to them. Yeah, so that's
yeah.
what I would have done. But back then, before we had TikTok, we laughed to ourselves and told the other person the
That's
truth.
what used to happen before TikTok, that was BT, like that's a lot of people wouldn't remember that time, but that's when, we used to sort of make our own entertainment, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, back to us, and thank you for letting me know what Jenny reminds you of. Uh Jenny is our name today, and we are going to be doing a Spokane or a pretty flower. Some people know it as a pretty flower. And I've gone into the random word generator, but I've gotten a phrase, and our phrase for our suggestion is on the same page.
Okay. So a castrato is not a real thing. I'm so sorry. It's just I thought you were in on the joke, and then and
How
now
can this be? It's not funny.
it's not.
I don't feel like we're on the same page with this. Okay, obviously we've got a very different sense of humor. Oh my God, this could be the end of our relationship. I
Whoa.
I
Oh, come
like
on. Come on. Hold on. Okay. If you would have done the same thing to me, I think, and then
what
maybe I
would
would have been
I?
just as offended, but it would have been funny objectively from the outside, I think.
Okay, so I don't know what to get more mad at, the fact that like we are not compatible, like humor wise, which is one of my top priorities in a relationship, quite frankly, or the
I
fact that you think it's funny that boys, 500 years ago got castrated. Like, which one? I don't know which one. Okay, that's where I am right now.
com I so I had a professor that was in linguistics, and he defined comedy as pain plus separation.
I want to say it.
Okay,
All right,
ready?
boys. boys, settle down, settle down. Settle down.
Yeah. I've settled.
Pain, pain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's comedy. Okay, everybody, just watch him. Okay, pull it up a little bit harder. Then pull the arm up more. There. So that's comedy.
But what? But you're closer now.
Okay, I don't.
And what he said that the close, when he moved closer, it was even funnier because he was emotionally separated from it. But
okay, so I've just said that I'm not sure we can be together because of our humor, and you want to tell me an anecdote about like a professor, like.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that it is many hundreds of years ago that the horrible process that today I would fight against, obviously.
Would you though? Would you?
Oh,
See,
sure.
now I'm not.
I give a lot of money to charities that are anti-circumcision for any gender.
Okay, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, it's a cause that that I care about.
Okay. Well, I mean, can you just admit that it wasn't funny? I mean, that's all. I just want you to just admit that it wasn't funny. Like it was a cruel joke to play on your girlfriend. Like just, and the fact it's on TikTok now. Yeah, I think I'm talking myself out of this relationship. That's what I think is happening right now.
$20,000.
What?
That's how much we've made since I posted it this morning.
You monetized it.
Of course, if it's going to get that viral, why should they be the only people that are going to make money off of it?
Okay, now I don't know whether to be upset about the fact that you put it on TikTok or that you monetized it. You monetized.
What are you upset about? We don't have to pay rent for a year because of one joke that I told you. And it's kind of funny. I mean, like the crazy, funny in a different way. I had another professor that defined funny completely differently. Yeah, he was my Spanish teacher, actually, because it means something different. Cut to that.
That's you. You're doing it.
Okay, fine. All right.
So, what was that definition again, sir?
Yes, again, the definition in Spanish, it's a little bit different, okay? In Spanish, we say funny, they don't have a ha-ha sort of funny. They only have a fun, divertido. Say it with me now, class. Divertido.
Divertido.
Yes, and it means having a good time. Yes, a time. Yes. Buena hora. So tell me a joke.
What's brown and sticky?
You see, that's not funny in Spanish.
No punchline. Right. Okay, great.
Well, that was actually a different kind of funny, just to have a good time. Did we have a good time? Like as in this relationship, it's fun-ish. I think that would be
okay.
the
So,
right.
so we're not talking about fun-ish. The actual. Did we have fun in the TikTok situation? We're talking about this whole relationship as a whole, like as a percentage. How much fun have I had? Is that the question you're asking me?
I sure.
60-40. Fun. 60.
40 is
questionable.
Question as in you're intrigued to find out what's next.
No, as in like I'm undecided in my mind about whether or not that part of things is any good.
So 60-40, 60% of you is decided that we should stay together and this relationship is great, and the other 40 makes you question.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's yours? What's your percentage?
100% having a good time
In this relationship?
in my life, and you're a big part of that.
No, no, no. This relationship, I want the percentage of this relationship, not your life.
Making pizza from scratch last night, 100% a good time. Uh, Us tossing around in the sack, 100% a good time. You having deep thoughts right now about our relationship, 100% a great time.
Really?
Yeah.
You're having a good time now at the moment?
Yeah, these are the moments that we're going to look back on and feel like it brought us closer together.
Wow. I've never thought of it like that before. Wow. Okay. So we can sort of be in an argument, but we can still have a good time.
I mean, I think so. I had
Wow,
a
I've never
therapist.
been with
Yeah.
anybody that, yeah, would say that. Like that's wow. My mind is blown. Okay. All right. So it wasn't a bad intention. You're just having a good time. You're just like, this is funny. We've made 40 grand.
But by the end of the week, hopefully, yeah.
And I just had to look stupid. You don't think I'm
Cut
stupid,
to
right?
their next TikTok adventure. Ah!
Okay, so I've got to get, is it under here? Just go in the,
Yeah, just go
yeah,
ahead.
just.
Oh God, that acid gets them
That's
every
not
time.
fun. That is not funny.
It's
Oh my God,
just
that's
put
not
water.
funny.
Just put water on it. It'll your eyes will probably, don't come back. I mean, yeah, if you're down, we could try new things.
Okay, but
Uh,
is this only going to work if I look stupid?
no, no, it could go both ways. Why does it have to be a gendered thing?
Sure.
Okay. Oh God.
What's going on,
Oh,
honey?
what? What? What are you doing? Ah, you told me there would be a floor on this floor.
Don't fall.
Ah, no, no, Samantha, no! Ah, ah, God, it was just thumbtacks down here. I could pull them out. Ah, ah,
Oh,
ah,
oh my
ah,
God, hang on. Just wait. I want to get
blood
close up, close
everywhere.
up, close up, close up, close up.
Ah. So I'm open to different niches. Could be anything.
Okay, so you're saying we could sort of start a business together as well as have a relationship?
I would 100% love that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. Wow. I didn't
I
think you
just
thought of me that way. Like,
no, I mean I never thought about building a business with a partner, especially through humor. I just I think that this is something that can really bring us together not only as a couple, but as a family.
wow. Oh my
Cut to their
God.
family TikToks.
Jenny, Jenny, Jenny.
Jimmy. Oh my God.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God, that's
God.
so funny.
Oh, you
That's
thought your
so funny.
school was on fire. No, no, that was just a hologram. Look at the tears. Oh, mommy and daddy love you. This is so
It's
great.
not funny. It's just not funny. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Oh, can you say it a little bit, just a little bit louder so that the captions pick it up? Or lights
Dad,
out.
I
Get
hate
to
you.
that. Ah, back to
I hate
present
you.
life. Back to present life.
Oh my God. So you're open to having kids?
I want this kind of fun, this kind of connection, this kind of honesty and trust to expand.
So do I. Really. I do. I'm 100% now. Okay. Not 60/40, 100%. I think this feels right. This feels good.
Now I'm scared. Where does that come
Really?
from?
Where?
Yeah,
Oh,
lights out. That's our show.
that's our show.
I was just looking at the time. I was like, oh, we
Yeah,
gotta get
yeah,
out of
yeah,
here.
yeah. No, that's it. I told Ben that I had a hard stop today, so we had to stop at a certain time. That was great. Nice fast pace. And I got to play two characters. Usually it's Ben like jumping out of one character and into the other. So I got to be the kid this time, which is fun. So
That was
yeah,
really
great.
good. That's
Yeah.
actually I felt that like, oh, I should be another character right now, but I'm the same character. That's as if I'm breaking some rule. My mind's always about rules and all this stuff, nonsense.
It's
That
just
was good.
because you were making Jimmy, I think it was because you were making the kid the focus, and I was already like laughing at the kid, and I was like, I gotta
Oh,
be the kid. I gotta be the
right,
kid.
right.
So yeah, that was that was funny. It's funny. I don't know. Do we have a theme in what we do of like bad parenting? I don't know. I feel like that's been there's been more.
That's all comedy, I think,
I'm
is
pretty
that.
sure last week was the dystopian bad parent situation.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I've read something in improv where the first line is just the first line, and it's the second line that says the kind of like the genre and the direction that you're going to go. It's the reaction to that, right? And the third line is like the confirmation. So,
Interesting.
and so I feel like it's on a bigger scale. The first scene is just the first scene, right? And so our first scene was grounded and two people in a relationship, and the next scene, again, taking that parallel that it's like the next line, right? The next scene was a cut to that thing happening. And I was like, oh, this is a call for a little bit of absurdity here. So, then
As
we
it
get
always
into that.
is.
Yeah, then we get into that absurd, or the way you said it too, you're like, cut to, so like, all right, here we go. So then coming back to that third one as the where we pretended that didn't happen, kind of, or it was just a very, flat from there, like, oh, okay, we're in a uh build an absurd world type show or something. And it was very important to stay really grounded in that initial one. And
Mm-hmm.
perhaps for more just entertainment value or intrigue, I wanted to keep going back to that absurdity thing and then keep sticking hard to the grounded thing.
Yeah, yeah, so did I. That was my intention as well. And it was like because as well, because of the juxtaposition, it makes it funnier as well. Because it's just
Yes.
a complete energy change for that other scene. So it makes the other stuff more funny because of the change. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And it took everything for me. It's like to get that word divertido. I was like, what is the word for fun? It only took 8 years of Spanish,
Oh, did
20
you do
years ago.
8 years of Spanish?
I
Wow.
know I couldn't remember it. Maybe like 8.5. Yeah, it was just ridiculous taking it through high school and college. I'm not talented with um, language. I didn't learn languages young, so everything is basically like memorization for me, and that's it. Like, so people ask me if I can speak Spanish, or if I know Spanish, and I say I can speak it, but I can't understand it because
Yeah.
in other words, like I'm totally faking it. Like I don't know. I
Yeah.
memorized all these different phrases. And then when
Spanglish.
someone responds, I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyway.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you, and I think it was a few episodes ago, you challenged me to like talk in Italian or something, and I just did some gibberish Italian thing. Do you remember that?
I think so.
Because I did not learn Italian. Oh, that's all I learned. That's what I said. Avanti and come stai or something. I can't remember. I said something. It was like the three things I remembered from primary school. Italian.
Oh, that's funny. Primary school, that'll help.
I think, or maybe first year of high school. It might have been first year of high school. I think, yeah, it was first year. It was French and Italian that we had to
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
It's intriguing what we pick up and what we don't. And now we're still learning. Segue.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you have to go, so I'll just say that one of the last things that I'm thinking about is that often when I play grounded stuff, I play a man who is not who's kind of on the defensive and trying to like say the right thing all the time. And I feel like that's something that I see in men a lot
Yeah.
in general,
Mm.
in life, and I feel those kinds of pressures in my life as well. So I thought, oh, today, you know, or not today, but just in general, I want to start playing men that are just okay with who they are and don't necessarily feel the need to ascribe to any particular political uh, alignment.
Yeah.
So that might be more next for me. But I was definitely, wasn't as like a wimpy of a character as I sometimes have as my default character.
Oh, you were
Dumb.
definitely holding on to your POV, like
Mm,
big time. You didn't change, I changed.
yes.
And my character changed. It wasn't because I was angry at first and all that stuff, and then I changed, and I knew that I had to change because I knew you weren't going to change. So so yeah. But
Until
that's
the very
fine.
end, until the very last line, I changed.
Yeah. Yeah, which is even funnier.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. I got to go because I got a hard stop. So Ben, do the little spill thing about the thing.
Thanks for coming. Like, subscribe, be the amazing person that does all those things and absorbs more improv in the future and get into an endless feedback loop of more shows because we've been doing it for a while and we do it for
Us, really. I mean, let's be honest.
we do it for ourselves. You're right. But we're glad you're here.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time. Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny.